2025 is a year with tons of changes that affect you as a foreigner and that will condition the way in which you move to Spain. A new update on the immigration regulations that will become live soon, new residence permits like the family member of a Spanish citizen card, the elimination of the golden visa, changes in the student visa and in the different arraigos. Many of these changes make it easier for you to get residency in Spain and move to the country. Others not. But at the same time, what is 100% true is that those changes make it much more complicated to understand which is the route or path you should follow in your particular situation. That is why with this video we want to make it a little easier for you. We are going to see 3 tips that you must know and that will help you to move to Spain during this 2025. Let's start. First, the most important thing you can and should do is to understand the meaning of the basic legal concepts that will accompany you through your life as a foreigner in Spain. Each country has its own laws, and that makes it totally necessary to adapt yourself to the way the Spanish bureaucracy works, with all its particularities, something that may be totally different from the way it works in your country of origin. So, before moving to Spain, it will be key that you understand basic points such as 1. That the NIE is not a residence permit, nor does it allow you to work. It is simply a number that identifies you as a foreigner, and that to live and work in Spain, you need a residence or stay permit. Also, we have the TIE, which is the physical card that contains your NIE number and your residence permit. 2. That one of the most important steps you must take when you arrive in Spain is to register with the address where you live at the local town hall, something called empadronamiento. 3. Or that if you enter in Spain from another country in the Schengen zone, such as France or Italy, you must make what's called a declaration of entry in the police station during the first 72 hours in the Spanish territory. Again, these are just some of the basic but key points that will allow you to smoothly navigate your immigration process. Understand them perfectly and everything will be easier. For this, if you want to know more, we have created this other video for you where we analyze each of these concepts in much more detail, so make sure not to miss it. Second, understand the changes coming from the reform. The second key tip is to fully understand all the changes that will come with the new reform of the immigration regulations. The fact is that on May the 20th, a large number of changes in the different residence permits in Spain under the general regime will finally come into force. And this can make it easier for you to obtain certain residence permits, or on the contrary, more complicated. For example, as of May 20, the time needed to obtain any type of arraigo is reduced from 3 to 2 years. The arraigo socioformativo will allow you to work, and the requirement to obtain the integration report from social arraigo is eliminated. Thus, if you want to legalize your status through any type of arraigo, you should wait for these changes to come into effect. But on the other hand, if for example you plan to apply for a student visa, you may have more difficult time, since in the case of Spanish courses, the application must be initiated from your country of origin and will not be possible to do it from Spain as a tourist. These are just some of the changes coming soon, and if we add the elimination of the golden visa, which eliminates the option of obtaining residency by investment in Spain, now more than ever it becomes essential to stop and understand how your particular situation will change as a foreigner, what new options you will have from now on, and which ones are no longer valid. To do this, the best thing that you can do right now is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We publish every week new videos with all the news changes, and if you want to understand in detail all your residence options, plus updated requirements from now on, subscribe and do not miss anything. Third, many times when planning to move to Spain, the foreigner leaves something very important aside. You plan which is the most appropriate residence permit for your situation, and you gather all the documentation. You look for an apartment to rent and a moving company. You have everything more than ready and prepared, but you forget about taxes. But as a foreigner in Spain, you will have certain tax obligations, and understanding how they will affect you is very important. In general, keep in mind that it's most likely you will become a tax resident, and you will have to pay for income tax or IRPF. This tax works through a progressive percentage that can reach up to the 47% depending on your income level. And you will have to pay it every year through the income tax return, a document that you must submit to the tax agency between April and June. You will have to pay income tax unless you come for work purposes and can benefit from the Beckham law, a special tax regime that would offer you the option of paying only the 24% tax on your income on a fixed basis, without this number going up as you earn more. But there are other taxes such as non-resident tax, capital gains tax, or wealth tax, in addition to the 720 model if you have assets abroad. In short, do not forget about taxes, which you will surely have to pay in Spain, and assess what your tax situation will be in the country, as this could greatly condition your disposable income. And to finish this video with an extra tip, get the right advice. Get personal advice from an expert team that has helped others in your situation. This will not only save you time and money, but will also give you the legal security you need to focus on what really matters, enjoying your new life in a new country. And that is what our team at Balcells Group is here for. Write us at info@balcellsgroup.com, get an appointment with one of our lawyers, and solve all those legal doubts you may have right now in order to move to Spain successfully and without hazy. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already subscribed, and see you in the next video.